Hello, everybody. Welcome to the second episode of the St. Charles West Senior Sports Podcast. I'm your host, Nicholas Mesha, and my co-host is Tyler Stahlschmidt.
In this podcast, we will highlight senior student athletes around St. Charles West and how they've made a positive change over the past 4 years. Our special guest in this podcast today is currently a senior and plays boys basketball.
He is currently the captain of the boys varsity team. Please welcome Josiah Erickson. Good afternoon, Josiah. How are you doing today?
Good. How are you guys?
I'm doing pretty good.
How does it make you feel to be honored on this podcast?
You know, it gives me a good feeling inside that my good friends Nicholas Masha and Tyler Stahlschmidt are invited me onto their podcast.
Now, what sports are you involved in here at St. Charles West?
I did cross country and track for 2 years, and then now I play basketball.
When did you first start playing basketball?
I would say around 4th grade, but I didn't play organized basketball until I was in 7th grade.
Why did you want to start playing basketball?
My dad always played basketball. I just watched him grow up and just really kind of went over to me when I got older.
Now, this question goes back to your freshman year. What did you expect or not expect from yourself before day one of tryouts?
Well, I definitely expected to make the team. You know, that was always I didn't really question that. But I would just say whether being on JV or C team was kind of the bigger question for me.
When you found out that you were called up to varsity your sophomore year, how did that make you feel?
I was pretty excited, just kind of showed me that hard work pays off. And this time I remember he texted me, and it was a very exciting moment for me.
Now, what goals do you want to achieve during your senior year?
I would say definitely winning a district championship. It's always a goal going into your basketball, even, especially your senior season, and obviously beating high.
What are you looking forward to the most about senior night coming up against Winfield?
I would say just playing with that original 5 that we, started off with C team year, or freshman year, I should say. We won a lot of games that year, and just taking the floor with them again, it's going to be pretty exciting.
Now, when Coach Steinhoff awarded you the captaincy for the season, how did that make you feel, and why, and what did that make you feel about that accomplishment?
I was pretty excited, and I was kind of shocked too because we hadn't had a captain in a long time. So definitely just really surprised and really excited for the season.
Now, what has been your favorite part of playing basketball here at St. Charles West? Well, your favorite school year of playing basketball here at St. Charles West, and why?
I would say probably junior year, just because we had a lot of success that year, and just the seniors were good. Everything was good, and especially coming from that sophomore year, we had a really low year with just everything going on. I'd say junior year, all that built up anger and emotions just kind of came out.
Are you considering going to college? And if so, are you going to be playing a sport in college?
Yeah, I'm definitely going to college, but probably not for basketball. I'll just be going, to go through school, go for finance.
Now, what has been your favorite moment of your high school basketball career so far?
I would say winning Turkey Tip-Off my junior year, just because we hadn't won in so long, and it was just an exciting night. It was their 100-year anniversary, and just it was pretty exciting to just take them down that night when all the crowd was there.
Now, going into Turkey Tip-Off night, what was that motivation going for you guys going into that night?
I would say just, we need to win. It's been so long since we won that kind of tradition, and just, although we had really good seniors, and we wanted to win for them too.
Now, at halftime, what were you guys feeling at halftime? What was the motivation going through you guys at halftime?
I would say we were pretty even-keeled. We weren't too high. I know we were up a little bit, so we were definitely happy to be up, but obviously we didn't take it much into heart because we had a lot of years where we were up by a lot at halftime and ended up putting down second half.
Now, was there any point in the game where something motivated you guys? Were any point in that game where something motivated you guys?
I would say we started kind of losing momentum, but after, the kind of infamous when Jordan Rowe stepped on Carson Gerdeman's face, I'd say everyone kind of got fired up. The crowd was, on their feet, and then so when he came back in, our whole momentum just shifted. It was just like we knew we were going to win at that point.
Now, when the final buzzer hit, how did that make you guys feel? What was going through you guys when the final buzzer hit?
I would say we were pretty excited, especially it being our first, Turkey Tip-Off wins in so many years, especially with all the seniors like Carson Quinn. We wanted to win for them, and I'd say we were all pretty excited. The crowd was excited, and the locker room afterwards was really excited as well.
What words of encouragement or advice would you give any future basketball player?
I would say just not to read into too many things like playing time and coaches. At the end of the day, everyone's just trying to win. Just kind of just stay the course and play your hardest when you're out there.
All right. Well, thank you, Josiah, for appearing on our second episode of our podcast.
We will see you next time when we discuss baseball with another student.
I'm Nicholas Masha.
And I'm Tyler Stahlschmidt.
And as always, thank you for watching.